Marshall Zweig, Certified Life Coach with Zant. Here are 5 tips for less stressful parenting. 1. Share your feelings and needs. Most children are naturally fluent in the language of sensitivity. In fact, usually children are more at ease with sharing their feelings and their needs than adults are. Adults often hold back in conversations with children. Here's an example. If your child won't go to sleep and it's cutting into your intimate time together, it sounds like it would be a tricky conversation, but here's the way you can say, very age appropriate. We're frustrated, your feelings, because we need to spend time with just the two of us, your need, talking and hugging and kissing, so we can keep getting along well. Every child wants their parents to get along, and children inherently understand that adult relationships thrive when they're romantic. Even if they roll their eyes, they understand. So everybody's needs get met, and that kind of household carries much lower stress levels. 2. When you find a way to be honest with your child, and also sensitive to their young and still developing psyches, remember to ask them, what was that like to listen to? You can prompt them by offering these 4 categories: thoughts, feelings, questions, comments. And no matter what they say, just listen to them. Try to understand life through their eyes and through their experiences and psyches. That's the secret of being a successful parent. Be a cherished friend. You'll often be surprised too. Children have fascinating and often wise perspectives on the life that's going on around them. 3. Debrief arguments. Parents' arguments are stressful for children, and yet the child's reality about the parents arguing is often not considered and not expressed. When you and your partner argue, and a child's entire world can feel out of balance. So resolve every argument and then explain to the child what you were arguing about, what each of your realities were, what resolved the argument, and what you learned. And then finally, ask your child what the argument was like for them to experience. Be prepared to be moved by their responses, moved enough to be careful from making discussions elevate into arguments in the future. 4. Explain and request. When parents give orders, children feel hurt, angry, often want to rebel, withdraw, sulk. Instead, start a conversation where you explain and request. First, if you can, take the time to lower your body to their level, even by kneeling on the floor if you need to. The change in your height can make a huge difference to a child psychologically, because you're reducing your giant to them status. Also because you're putting yourself on an equal level to them metaphorically. And then explain what's going on. If we don't get on the plane, we'll lose our trip to the beach. I've been excited about this for weeks and it's really important to me. I understand that you're scared to get on the plane. And then you make your request. I'm asking you to bring your fear on the plane with you. We can talk about it all flight if you want. And I'll tell you what I'm afraid of too. Now it takes some time for your child to adapt to this new way of communicating, but the shift from a parent who orders to a parent who requests will result in a child who's more understanding of your needs as well as their own. And 5, I call this an internal weather report. It's tempting both as parents and as children to desensitize, to joke our way through life, to zone out into our phones, that kind of thing. I suggest that you share at least once a day what I call an internal weather report. Maybe it's when you come home from work, maybe it's first thing in the morning, or before the children go to sleep. Announce what you're doing. This is my internal weather report. Then take 30 seconds or a minute and share what it's like to be you right now. What you're feeling in this moment, what you're focused on in this moment, what thoughts you're noticing. Here's an example. I'd like to share my internal weather report. That's letting them know it's there. I didn't get enough sleep, so I'm mad at myself for not getting to bed earlier. I'm thinking about all the things I have to get done at work tomorrow. I'm feeling tense and tight, and I'm worried that I'm going to be less kind with my words or my tone than I usually am. If the child wants to go next and give theirs, they follow the same format. No one fixes, no one corrects, no one even comments about the internal weather report without permission from the other person. After all, you can't fix the weather. So children can share internal weather reports as early as 4 years old. Each of you knowing what's going on inside the other person can provide a window of safety, literally, for both people. Wishing you stressless parenting. Thanks.